Hey there, Avra here with Cami. Are you someone who uses Canvas? Have you ever combined Canvas and Cami to actually create Cami assignments within Canvas? Did you know that if you do, you can do things like publish changes out to your entire class with a simple click of a button? You can see all student work at one time live and give feedback along the way. We can use something besides the speed grader actually to streamline workflow. There's lots of possibilities when you combine Cami and Canvas. Let's take a look. Let's use this activity as an example. One of the things that makes Cami special is the ability for teachers to be able to bring any type of file into Cami and then create scaffolds and supports to help students be more successful. If you'll notice in the margin, this teacher has created several different types of comments. The first, at the top, is a voice comment. Voice comments can be up to 5 minutes long. They can include instructions, tips and tricks for success, or anything that the teacher would like. Additionally, this is a video comment. Video comments can be up to 20 minutes long. They can record the physical environment. Teachers also always have the option to bring in pre-existing videos from different cloud storage or from YouTube. All of these scaffolds can help support students as they do their work. When teachers feel that they've got their assignment ready for their students, they should go up to the top left and just double check that they know where the assignment is stored. By default, Cami stores files in a folder called Cami Uploads. This can be changed. Next, we'll want to head over to Canvas. From here, we have a couple of options. If you're someone who uses modules, you can add the assignment into your module. For this video, we'll go to the assignments page. I'll go over to the right-hand side and use the blue Add Assignment button. From here, we can add an assignment name. In the instructions box, you can choose to put instructions, or you can put them right on to the Cami page. This is up to you. You'll scroll down and take a look at the different settings. You can change your points in your assignment group, do all of the typical things that you do in Canvas. Let's look now at the Submission Type drop-down menu. This is where the Cami integration comes in. So what we'll do is we'll drop down this menu and we will choose the bottom one, External Tool. From here, we'll head down to the Find button. Now we will choose Cami Assignment. When this page loads, we choose the file location of our assignment. So remember, we were in Google Drive, so we'll click here. And then we'll head to Cami Uploads. From here, we'll select the appropriate file and double-click. Now, it's important to note that there are a couple of settings for you to understand. The first is assessment mode. Assessment mode is a mode that creates an environment where when students turn work in, they submit it, they can't access it again until the teacher returns the graded file. So it's important for you to know this because if you're working on something that is formative and you want students to have several iterations of an assignment, assessment mode might not be the ideal mode for you. So think about whether or not you're creating something that's more of a formative assessment versus a summative assessment. A summative assessment, like a test or a quiz, might be perfect for assessment mode. Additionally, when you choose assessment mode, there is the due date option. The due date option is different from your typical Canvas due date. This is actually a Cami and Canvas due date together. And what happens is that it auto submits for the student. So for example, if a teacher chooses 3 o'clock on Friday afternoon with this due date in here, Cami and Canvas will work together to automatically submit the work for the student, even if he hasn't already turned it in. So keep in mind that assessment mode is there as a possibility for you. You may not use it that often, but it's a great tool. Then there's Enable Real-Time Monitoring. When you check this box, you'll be able to see students working in real time when you're using the speed grader. Lastly, the feature control option is wonderful. We have an entire video, or two actually, on how to use feature controls. But as a very quick explanation, when you click on feature controls, you come into an environment where you can see all of the different tools in Kami listed with checkboxes. And here, as a teacher, you get to choose which tools students have access to. So if this is a math assignment and we go back and look at it quickly, we probably don't need a dictionary tool. We probably don't maybe need a read aloud tool. Maybe we don't need students to be able to have access to bringing in a YouTube video or something like that. This is all stuff that you can decide as a teacher. What I typically do when I do this is I'll choose all off. And then I think critically about each tool and whether or not it's important for students to have in order to complete the assignment. I always give students the select tool. The select tool is the mouse to be able to move things around. And then you can decide at this point, what else would students need? Maybe they need the text box in order to put an answer in, or maybe you want to give them the drawing tool. This is all completely up to you, and it can change for each assignment. I'll go down to the bottom and hit OK. Remember that if you'd like to learn more about feature controls, we have other videos that you can watch. Now, we've completed this entire environment, so we'll go ahead and hit continue. And it starts to attach the file to this Canvas assignment. Now, let's look at the teacher view again. So here we are in the assignment. We have a couple of options. We can head up to the speed grader here at the top right, like we normally would. Or Kami gives us another awesome option. Let's click here to load the activity into a new window. As this new tab opens, we can choose Class View. Here, this is going to be all of our students' assignments in one place. You can see that I can scroll back and forth from left to right and be able to see students' work. I can also, of course, scroll up and down. At the top of each page, there's a place to put in a grade, and that will go into your Canvas gradebook. At the top left of each page, I get an oval that tells me whether or not the student has turned in their work or whether it is in progress. I have a drop-down menu here where I can either sort by first name or I can sort by submission status. Additionally, as I move back and forth between different students, I can read what they've written, and I can also use all of the Kami tools on the left to give them feedback. So I could use the comment tool and even leave a voice comment. Hi, Isla. I'm so sorry that I forgot to give everyone the drawing tool. I'll fix that right away, and you'll be able to do number 3. Very quick and easy way of being able to give feedback. Remember that if you aren't someone who enjoys giving verbal feedback, you can also do a text-based comment, or you can use any of the other tools in Kami to be able to do feedback the way that makes sense for you. Now, let's fix the problem that Isla was having. She doesn't have the drawing tool. So what we'll do as the teacher is head up here to this icon. This is the Manage Assignment icon. If I click, I can choose Feature Control. From here, I can go down and turn on the drawing tool. I can also give students an eraser in case they need to make any changes to their drawings. And then I'll hit OK. This is one way of giving individual feedback. There's also an awesome way to be able to give mass feedback to all of the students. Let's look at that now. I'm going to go up to the top right, and there is a toggle. I'll click here, and what I'm doing is I'm switching to the template view. This is the template file that all of the student assignments are based on. At this point, I could leave a voice comment for the entire class. Hey friends, I just realized that I didn't give you the drawing tool, so you weren't able to do number 3. I've remedied that situation and you now have the drawing tool. So please make sure to do number 3. If you have any questions, let me know. So now, if I head up to the top right, there's a button that says Update All. I can click this, and it's asking me if I want to apply these changes to all of the student copies. My answer is yes. This could also be a way to be able to make changes to the title of an assignment, for example, or simply correct a spelling error if need be. There are lots of options in terms of changing anything in your Kami assignment for your students. Whenever you're done, each time you'll just choose Update All. This can be done as many times as needed. When you're done, you can go back up to that toggle at the top right and switch back to class view. So now you can see that that new title has appeared on each page, and the audio recording that explains to students that they now have the drawing tool is also available. This has been the process of creating an assignment utilizing Kami and then pushing it into Canvas to make a copy for each student and being able to do feedback and assessment in a quick and easy way. If you have any questions about anything you've learned in this video, we hope you'll reach out. Thanks for watching.